Yellowjackets are there all summer long from the spring. You get started in the springtime with a single queen that starts laying eggs, and she takes care of her nest. But by the middle of the summer to the end of the summer, it can be a big problem because there can be hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals in a colony. There are three different types of places that yellowjacket colonies can be found. One is found in trees or under eaves. Those are aerial yellowjacket nests. Sometimes people call them hornets. The other two locations are, most common probably is in the soil, in the ground, oftentimes around bedding areas where there are railroad ties. They have their colonies in mouse burrows, abandoned mouse burrows. The other location actually can be inside houses, inside the wall of houses, or inside attics. Yellowjackets, as the colony grows, they get more and more defensive of their colony. And what really sets them off is vibration. So people that are mowing the lawn, using the weed whacker nearby, those situations are likely ones where people are going to get stung. So, but if you know that there's a colony there and just leave it alone and don't mess with it, don't get near there, the chances are nobody's going to have a problem with it. Yellowjackets are considered to be beneficial because they feed caterpillars and other small insects to their young, so they're beneficial insects. But sometimes control can be necessary. Control differs depending on where the location of the colony is. If you have aerial yellowjackets, probably the best thing to use is an aerosol spray that you can stand a fair distance away from to control the colony. The above ground colonies, you need to stand a fair distance away and try to shoot the aerosol into the opening of the colony. And this means you have to know where the opening of the colony is. And usually the opening is on the bottom of the colony. And these are usually round, about football-shaped colonies. But if they're found in the soil or in wall voids, a different approach is needed. And in those cases, you need to use a dust formulation. The main thing to remember about treating for yellowjackets is that they are active during the daytime, so unless you want to get stung, you need to treat these at night. And there are some things that you can do to help yourself. First of all, you need to know where the opening is, so it means you need to investigate a little bit to know where the opening is during the day. And then you need to do this at night. Now you can use a flashlight to see by if you can cover it with a piece of red cellophane or a piece of saran wrap that's tinted red. And this saran wrap can be purchased easily at the grocery store. So have someone help you. That would be the best thing to do. And then be sure and treat inside, use plenty of that dust insecticide in the opening. Now, because they're beneficial, unless the yellowjacket colonies are in a location where they're really bothering people, it's really best to leave them alone. But sometimes they're in locations near doors and near where people want to work, and so it can be a good thing to control the colony so nobody gets stung. One thing to remember: if you don't do anything, the colonies will die over the winter time. So these colonies are built from the beginning in the springtime, and they die off as soon as you have a hard freeze. And they do not reinfest or re-nest in the same locations. So if you don't do anything, you may not have a problem the next year because they don't use the same colonies the subsequent year.